dreaming, talking in your sleep. I know you want to cry all night. Plotting, scheming, finding reason to defend all of your violent nights. Promise me. Don't you grow up in a hurry. Your mama be worried. Oh, it was all part of the story. Even the scary nights. Thank you for all of the glory.
I am at the pub. That's so all. Bye now. I'm at the pub, so that's all. I think that's what that was supposed to say. I think. I'm not sure. Good afternoon, chat. Happy fucking Friday. How are we all? We're taking it back old school today. Was good, Aiden. Also, Jacob with the fucking early dono, by the way. $10 dono right up to fucking start the stream. What a fucking giga chat, brother. Nigga, do we have a problem? Matter of fact, Marlon, this ain't meet the Farkas. I beat his ass, pray I beat the charges. Yo, what's good, Shin? What's good, Zeus? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we all? Good, Kanubi? Kanubi? What? I just pronounced you. I just absolutely butchered your name there real quick. What's good, everyone? Oh, oh, hold up. I just nearly leaked shit. Shit. My bad. There we go. I'm back. What's good, chat? How are we all? Good evening, good afternoon. We have an objective today. My chair broke. My chair broke. Back. There we go. We've been joined by a guest as well today, chat. We've got a guest. We have a guest. Hold up, let me show you the guest. We have a guest. Boom. Might be time for Weeb to live react to the Carti album. Couldn't name a single fucking song from Carti. I'm gonna be so fucking for real with you right now. Couldn't name a single song from that boy. At all. Right, so chat, here's the fucking plan. Here's the plan. We got,
I'm saying it like, I want a daughter like Nikki.
We're taking it back old school vibes today. We got real music playing. Actual real music playing. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're at right now. And today we're going to be figuring out the timeline for Kagurabachi. We're going to be mapping this all out. And I'm going to have your help doing it. Hopefully. That's the plan here. We're going to be doing, if you're familiar with the old Jujutsu Kaisen mind map, it's going to be basically that. This is the Soul's mind map. If you were around for this, then you know what I'm talking about when I'm saying like we're planning some stuff out here, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's what we're at right now. Chat's not ready for the Lady Hear Me tonight. Chat is not ready for that shit at all, bro. Chat is definitely not ready for that shit at all. Right, I'm pretty sure I already have a mind map for this built up, I think. Is this going to be weird? No, it's fine. There we go, chilling. Random, what do you think about the Gachi Akuta trailer? The trailer was fucking gas. I was actually talking about it last night on Twitter. That shit is absolutely gas, and I cannot wait for that. Cannot wait for that. And genuinely, I really fuck with the color palette. Really fuck with the color palette. Timeline doesn't feel complicated. It's just that we're finally getting introduced to more of it. It does and it doesn't. It does and it doesn't. But I still think it'll help regardless to figure these things out. Ooh. Data war propaganda. Right, we need to create a new mind map. Kagurabachi timeline. That is tuna line. That is not timeline. There we go. Right. Bingo bango. It is really Monday. Not quite. Not anime manga related, but Invincible's last episode was, guys. I actually caught up the entire season last night while I was editing. That shit books. What do you think of the CG trash beasts and Sailor? They're fine. They're fine. I'm not even... listen, I'm just going to say this right now. I'm not even entertaining people's arguments of crying about CG. Okay? I'm just not. I'm just not. I don't know if that was where you were about to go with that, Praj. Okay? But I'm just letting you know I'm not entertaining people's arguments. Okay? The trailer looks fine. The trailer looks gas. Gachi Akuta's anime is going to be good. Okay? It's going to be good. Just going off what I've seen in the trailer... I have complete and utter faith in Bones to nail that shit, okay? Complete and utter faith. Right. I'm not listening to no fucking motherfucker telling me that, oh, the anime was bad because it had CGI. No. Just no, okay? That's where I'm at right now, okay? Actually looks hype as someone not reading the manga because it's not on my manga site. I've been looking forward to this. Aiden, let me put you on some gas. Okay, now I want to make this perfectly clear, chat. If you are to read any sort of manga, I urge you to read it officially. At all times, get yourself, if you can afford it, get yourself a subscription to manga sites. They're always cheap. I have a subscription to Viz. It's like $1.99 a month. It's cheap. It's dirt cheap. You probably spend more on energy drinks or coffee throughout the week, okay? It's dirt cheap, right? But if it comes down to Kodansha are a bit awkward with how they publish their stuff. It's just sad, unfortunately. So let me put you on some gas. There's a website called Weeb Central. Weeb Central. And pretty much all of the shonen and seinen manga that you want to read will be on Weeb Central. For example, Gachi Akuta is on here. Every chapter, and it gets updated frequently, like pretty much on the day when it comes out. So let me put you on some gas. Weeb Central. I mean, it looks decent. It looks decent to me. Not going to the CG debates. Don't worry. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know if that was weird. I don't know if that was what it was, but you might have seen some stuff that I haven't seen. You know what I mean? But you know what? You know what the anime fandom's like. The anime community's like when they see CGI, bro. Like, bro. I mean, the whole Chainsaw Man debate was. You know, it's a bit... So, it is what it is. Good thing about Invincible is that we still got so much left. Oh, bro, we've got so much shit. What I did like, though, when I was watching the Conquest fight... Spoiler alert, by the way, if no one's watched the last episode of Invincible, mute the stream now. You got 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What I did like about the Conquest fight is that they added so much in. The section with Atom Eve, that doesn't even fucking happen. In the comics, that shit does not even happen. Like, it just doesn't happen at all. So yeah, really good fight. The little monologue from Conquest about him being lonely. Oh, that shit was so good, bro. This shit was so good. I have Shonen Jump app for manga. Use the website, brother. Use a website. Listen, if you have access to a phone, you have access to Weeb Central. You can use it. It's completely free. And Shonen Jump obviously doesn't cover Gachi Akuta, so it's fine. Right, let's start with this timeline. So, chat, what is the earliest point that we know of in the Kagurabachi timeline? What is the earliest point that we know of? If I am not mistaken, it was this, right? This is the earliest point. 22 years ago, right? People complaining about Jeffrey D. Morgan voicing Conquest went real quiet. Also, off topic. Okay, we will get into this timeline stuff before but obviously I'm just yapping a little minute here. Bro, the Conquest stuff and the animation, right? So the animation for Invincible, it was fine. Genuinely, it was fine. I saw so many people on Twitter, TikTok bitching about the animation for Invincible. That shit was fine. It was fine. Okay? It wasn't the most mind-blowing spectacle, impact frame, ADHD, brain rot, brain worms, fucking flying in my eyeballs type shit I've ever seen in my life. But it was fine. It was fine. It didn't take me out the moment. It wasn't like, oh, that was ass. It was good. Okay? And the Conquest fight, fucking fantastic. Whole season, fantastic, to be honest with you. And anyone complaining about that shit, I think they just need to give the head a wobble. End of. Seitei War would still be the earliest point. Yes. So 22 years ago, a small island. So this is 22 years ago at this point here. I need to stop zooming in. Oh yeah, I can right click like this. I need temples, sticky notes, shapes and lines. I don't want it. We go light gray. No, should we go red? Because it's Kagurabachi. We go red, white text. So, 22 years ago.
Super chatted £3.86. I threw 3 free geisha kuta thumbnails in the art channel of her Discord. First come, first serve. Just in case anyone wants to start making content.
W tie. Absolute goat. Ty, you the fucking go for that. Thanks so much for the 5. Chat, if there's anyone in the chat making content, I'd recommend. Ty's a goat with the thumbnails. Right, so 22 years ago. I just want a straight line. I want an arrow. I want to make this board pretty. There we go. 22 years ago. Island of Koku. That's gonna be a volley. That's my bad. I did not mean to do that. GG's chat. Okay, so 22 years ago, Island of Shikoku appears, right? Then the invasion begins, right? Release the Shokaku files. So, 22 years ago, Island appears. Not red. It is red. Island of Shikoku appears. Invasion begins. So you can say that invasion begins and then war starts, right? Technically, invasion begins, war starts. So you could say like the. So you could say. A year and 1 year and 5 months later. It's very specific as well, by the way. It's very specific about how it says 1 year and 5 months later. So I'm just gonna type invasion / war begins. What did I just do? Good lord. So wait, no, that's not what I want to do. There we go. I need my glasses, bro. My eyeballs are hurting. Old man, eyeballs hurting, bro. If I recall correctly, a few years passed between the island appearing and the invasion and war. Yes. So it's 1 year, 5 months later. Very specific. How it's 1 month. Is that still red? Am I colorblind? Is this is orange, right? Mate, I think I'm colorblind because that looks orange to me, but that says red. Good lord, bro. Right, so we got 22 years ago. Island of Shikoku appears. Then the war begins. Pretty much almost not after it, right? The invasion began. I'm gonna put like... I'm gonna put in brackets... soon after, question mark? That's what I'm gonna put. Because we don't know, I'm assuming that it is like literally right after this island quote unquote appears. That's what I'm assuming. So this was 1 month and 5, so 1 year and 5 months later. I want to get picture references because... What am I doing? There we go. So we're going to scroll right the way back down to chapter 1 because we need this. No. These aren't the enchanted blades, are they? Yeah, no, those aren't the enchanted blades. I'm just gonna put this as reference. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that image as reference. We can go back and change that at a later date. Okay, so 1 month. No, 1 year and 5 months later. Who the hell didn't vote yes in the poll? Bro, who the fuck didn't vote yes? Who do you think you are? Not voting yes? Honestly, criminals, man. I have criminals in my chat room right now. Do you believe the theory that the island is from a different world or dimension? I don't know. I haven't seen it, Shifter. I haven't seen the theory. I haven't read too much into it. What I do believe is I don't think this island just appeared, to be honest with you. I think this island just quote-unquote appearing, I think that's propaganda, to be honest with you. I think this is Kaminabi lies. What will this timeline have? Will it have events like Hakure's grandpa's death? Possibly. The timeline, for me, was more going to be like alongside major events. Right? 5 main enchanted blades were forged, and they balanced out the war, and then the Shinoichi Magatsumi got brought into the war, tipped in Japan's favor. I don't know about that. I think it was all the blades. I don't think it was just I don't think it was them. Because if you look at like what it says, it's a bit different. It was the Master Swordsman and 5 wielders and the enchanted blades. But it just says Rokuhira forged the enchanted blades, and then the Swordmaster and the 5 wielders of the enchanted blades who wiped out the enemy 1 year and 5 months after the invasion. I think this 1 year and 5 months later should be after Seitei. Wait, you could be right, actually. You should do... Wait, we should do that, actually. We should do BS. And wait, BS. We should do BS and then AS. Okay, so... What do we know happens after this, chat? Okay, so 1 year and 5 months later, the war ends due to the enchanted blades. What comes next after that? Is it Chihiro was born? Hope the family are good. The family are doing perfect, mate. The family are doing perfect. The little Baba's out on an adventure with mummy right now. Okay, 15 years ago, look, 15 years ago in the Seitei War. I'm so interested to know to what year the series is set in. Phones, cars, and technology gives the impression it's set sometime in the early 2000s. That's what I've always had in my mind, to be honest with you. That's what I've always had in my head, is it's early 2000s. Because they're using, like, flip phones. Hero's born 15 years later, Cloud Guardian, original wielder, and Kunishiki get clapped. How's the dyslexia? How's the dyslexia? Yeah, it's good. It's good. Do you think the Sazanami with 2 sorcerers will be important figure at some point? Maybe. There could be someone who fought in the war, maybe. They used the blades to win and stole the beasts and contracted them to the Kamanabi. That's my idea. So Chihiro was born 15 years later, Cloud Guardian, original wielder, and Kunishiki get clapped. But there's more that goes into this, right? There's more events that happen in between Chihiro's birth, right? Like there's the stuff with let's add Chihiro later. 15 years later. I already read chapter 72 and it's wild. Do not spoil. What the fuck? It's like Friday, bro. Do not spoil that shit. I don't want to know anything about it. I will ban you if you type shit. I'm just letting you know. I don't want to know any fucking spoilers. Alright? Kunishiki reclaims the enchanted blades. Yes. Isn't there more information on that in chapter 2? So the N10 was made after the war, right? The katana that boy wields was Kunishiki's last katana, the one he gave his life to make. There's more information in chapter 2 here, I'm pretty sure. Roguehero's workshop and house were protected from outside. It was configured to alert enemies. During the war, Roguehero forged 6 enchanted blades and sent them out into the world. After the war, he retrieved all 6 and hid them in a cellar under his workshop. Okay, so we'll add that. We don't know an exact time on that one. Rocky, stop. Okay, so 1 year and 5 months later, blades are forged and the war is won. I think Urahara said it was right after the war ended. That's what I'm thinking. Do we know what chapter? What chapter was Urahara mentioned, chat? What chapter was Urahara first mentioned? Yo, what's good all? What's good? Is there a day in universe celebrating Konoshige? Ty, I think you might be right on that, you know. 47? Alright, bet. Do we know what happened to the island after the war? We don't, Gabriel. We don't. As far as I'm aware, no. We don't know anything. "18 years ago, the day Mr. Okihira entrusted me with Kamiyuri. It was a high point of my life. I fought hard in the Seitei War." Wait, we should add this to the timeline, right? 22 years ago? Wait, we should add that to the timeline? Wait. Yeah, no, that's... So it's 18 years ago. That was when Yoji was given the blade. So it'll be after the blades are forged, right? Obviously, because you can't use something that's not been forged yet. Yeah, by the way, is the music a good volume for you guys? "18 years ago, Yoji Urahara is entrusted with Kumiyori. This is a top 3 series in Shonen Jump. This is 1 Sakamoto Days is 2, and the Martial King is 3. Wait, in what? Like, in your own personal rankings, or like... Okay, so right now we've got 22 years ago, Shokaku appears. Invasion War begins after it. 1 year, 5 months later, the blades are forged and the war is won. "18 years ago, Yoji Urahara is trusted." Do you reckon I should color scheme this? Do you reckon I should color code this? According to 9 last week. It's the 18th anniversary. Make Urahara green. Okay, so I'm gonna do pre-war will be red. So these will be red. Can I just change these colors like that? So I'll do... Who wanted this to be a circle? Can this like be a circle? Yeah, so pre-war is red. During the war, what should we call it during the war? We call it black. I feel like that makes sense. Color it black. Approaching levels of high autism doing all this shit. I should make them white. You can still see. Right, so we make you black, and then it'll be during war. Bro, let me. During war. So the color key here is red is pre-war, black is during the war. Apparently volume 6 been doing extremely well. Wait, for Kagurabachi? Wait, that's insane. Apparently volume 6 been doing 100k? Holy fuck, in its first week? That's kind of nuts. Right, we'll figure out a color. Chat, what should we do post-war? We should really only need 3 colors for this, right? I'll do blue. Post-war. Right, okay, so red is pre-war, black is during the war, and then blue is post-war. What's your favorite manga? Probably Vagabond, bro. Probably Vagabond, low-key. Definitely Vagabond, actually. Right, okay. I would do it white, by the way, but white's a little bit too difficult to see on the board. Right, okay, so 18... So we have 1 year and 5 months later. The blades are forged 18 years ago. Yoji is entrusted with Kamiyuri. As soon as the war was over, I voluntarily returned the enchanted blade to Mr. Rokier per his request. After that, he disappeared. I didn't hear a word of him for 15 years. So after that, he disappeared. As soon as the war was over, I voluntarily returned the enchanted blade to Mr. Rokihira per his request. So this is post-war. I need to make that blue. That blue as well. So 22 years ago, The island of Shikoku appears. 18 years ago, Yoji is entrusted with the blade. 1 year and 5 months after. Should I put it in years then? Apparently, after the chapter this Sunday, Kagurabachi's going on break for a week. Yeah, I heard about that, Zeph. I heard about that actually. I did hear about that. I wonder how long it's gonna go on break for though. Is it just a week? Wait, you just said that, right? You just said that. Wait, I'm fucking stupid. Right, okay. Chat, should I, instead of putting the time, should I put this as years? So, like, obviously we've got 22 years ago, Shikoku appears. Then the invasion begins after that. 1 year, 5 months later. So instead of having it 1 month and 5 years later, 1 year and 5 months later, should I put it as 22 years ago? 23 years ago? So 22 years ago, the island of Shikoku appears. And then it should be 21 years ago after that. If the war had already been won, why did Samura kill Yoji if he had no part in the war? Am I missing something? Wait, what do you mean? We also know Azumi, Kunishigi, and Shiba used to chill when they were younger. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do here, chat, is collect like the major events, right? So we know where everyone was roughly in those time frames. And I'm also trying to decide where I should put this. So it's 1 year and 5 months later, the blades are forged, and then the war is won, but 18 years ago. I hope this manga gets a game one day. You know what? I hope it doesn't. Not to sound like a contrarian here, but like, manga and anime games aren't really that good, to be honest with you, because the developers just don't want to branch out and get crazy with it. Which makes me sad, because like some like Hunter x Hunter could be, the universe of Hunter x Hunter could be an incredible game. Like, you could make a standalone story for it in the world of Hunter x Hunter, and it could go fucking crazy. But, like, the devs just don't want to do that shit, so GG's. Not all sword bearers had an enchanted blade for the same amount of time. Maybe Uruha was one of the last ones to get a blade. Potentially, yes. The Mud Sorcerer guy was in the war. He was the one that gave us the initial flashback. Yeah. Right, let's have a look through here as well. After that, he disappeared, and I didn't hear a word of him for 15 years. Right, I'll just go as I'm adding this. Should I put this? I know this is post-war, but should I put this under here after the war ends? I'm gonna get rid of this because this makes it a little bit more confusing, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put this underneath here, I think. As soon as the war's over. I'm gonna put that here, I think. Why is this not like going blue? There we go. After war, Yoji returns. Blade. I weave to Fortnite. I don't want Kagurabachi gacha game where I gotta spend $100 to get Magatsumi on my account, like what JJK did. Yeah, I haven't played the JJK game. I've had it installed, and I've had intentions to play it on stream, and I just haven't had any motivation to open that game up, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a brief flashback panel during Shihiro's interrogation where we see Kunishiki's assumedly, when he was younger, arguing, negotiating with a Kaminabi. It's not that useful, but it's something. No, that's fair, that's fair. Listen, any information is good information. Any information is good information. So, this is 15 years ago, right? After the war, he retrieved all 6 and hid them in the cellar under his basement. So this is 15 years later, right? During the war? No, I should put this after the war? No, wait, so I should put this... I should put this here? I should put this down here, I think. Because... this obviously matches here. After war, Kunishiki retrieves enchanted blades. $15 years. Oh, you should put the. You mean the sex? Yeah, yeah. The retrieval is 15 years later. Wait, the retrieval of the blades isn't 15 years later? What do you mean? Just give me a side games Kagurabachi fighting game. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm tired of, like, anime games just going... Bro, can my dog, like, not? What the fuck? Hold on a minute, chat. My dog's going crazy AP right now. Yo, get in. Hello? There we go. My dog sounds like a tire. What does that even mean, bro? What does that even mean? I'm gonna check my phone. The wife hasn't messaged me. Okay. So, back to where we're at. So is it 15 years after the war Chihiro was born? No, it can't be. Wait, won't it be 3 years after the war? Can you keep live up? I will try, but I'm playing real music, so it might get taken down for whatever country you're in. But it should be up, yeah. He was born during the war. He definitely wasn't born during the war. Oh, do you have? I have a little Jack Russell. No, I swear he was born after the war. Because he's 18 now. He can't have been born during the war. How much sense have we made of the timeline so far? We're making progress. We're making progress. We have a color key for post-war, pre-war, and during war. I think it was 3 years after the war because it doesn't say. Because doesn't it say it was 18? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3 years after the war. He was born in August and the war ended in September. Wait, where have you got that? Wait, hold up. Tanuki, where are you finding this? Where did you find this? Definitely post-war because his father already had storage set up for all the stores. Yeah. Okay, the war did not happen 18 years ago. The war happened 22 years ago, started 22 years ago, and a 1 year later. 1 year and 5 months later. It was a month before. Chat. Okay. Chat. My brain is scrambled. I feel like some of you just fucking scramble my brain here. Right, Chihiro is 18. Chihiro is 18 years of age right now. The war ended 18 years ago. If the war started... Am I just mathing incorrectly here? If the war started 22 years ago and ended 1 year, 5 months later, would that not be like 20 years? Birthday was a bonus page for volume 4. Shit, we don't have that because that won't be in the fucking digitals. Check chapter 9. Alright. Checking chapter 9. Checking chapter 9, chat. Like it raw. Like it raw. My wife has returned, chat. Hold up, chat. BLB, one sec.
Edward super chatted £1.54. Is that owed by here? Hold on a minute.
That is all dirty bastard that you hear. That is in fact true. Right, chat. BRB, 1 second. I've just got to go and grab some stuff and help the wife and the child. So BRB, uno momentito.
Try this at home. You can be just like me. Mic check 1 2. We recording? I'm cancerous, so when I dish, you wouldn't want to answer this if you responded back with a battle rap you wrote for cannabis. I strangle you to death and I choke you again, and break your fucking legs till your bones poke through your skin. You beef with me, I'ma even the score equally. Take you on Jerry Springer and beat your ass legally. I get too blunted off a funny homegrown, cause when I smoke out, I hit the trees harder than Sonny Bono. Oh, no. So if I said I never did drugs, that would mean I lie and get fucked more than the president does. Hillary Clinton tried to slap me and call me a pervert. I ripped her fucking tonsils out and fed her sherbert. My nerves hurt, and lately I'm on edge. Grab Vanilla Ice and ripped out his blonde dreads. Every girl I ever went out with is gone les. Follow me and do exactly what the song says. Smoke weed, take pills, drop out of school, kill people and drink, jump behind the wheel like it was still legal. I'm dumb enough to walk in a store and steal, so I'm dumb enough to ask for a date with Lauryn Hill. Some people only see that I'm white, ignoring skill, cause I stand out like a green hat with an orange bill. But I don't get pissed, y'all don't even see through the mist. How the fuck can I be white? I don't even exist. I get a clean shave, bathe, go to a rave, die from an overdose, and dig myself up out of my grave. My middle finger won't go down, how do I wave? And this is how I'm supposed to teach kids how to behave? Now follow me and do exactly what you see. Don't you wanna grow up to be just like me? I slap women and eat shrooms and OD. Now don't you wanna grow up to be just like me? Me and Marcus Allen went over to see Nicole when we heard a knock at the door. Must have been Ron Gold. Jump behind the door, put the orgy on hold, kill them both and smear blood on a white Bronco. My mind won't work if my spine don't jerk. I slap Garth Brooks out of his rhinestone shirt. I'm not a player, just an ill rhyme sayer that'll spray an aerosol can up at the ozone layer. My rap style's warped. I'm running out the morgue with your dead grandmother's corpse to throw it on your porch. Jumped in a chicken horn cartoon with a cape on, and beat up foghorn leghorn with an acorn. I'm about as Norman Bates with the formative traits of premature birth that was 4 minutes late. Mother, are you there? I love you. I never meant to hit you over the head with that shovel. Will someone please explain to my brain that I just severed a main vein with a chainsaw and I'm in pain? I take a breather inside. Either I'm high or I'm nuts. Cause if you ain't tilting this room, neither am I. So when you see your mom with a thermometer shoved in her ass, then it probably is obvious I got it on with her. Cause when I drop this solo shit, it's over with. I bought Cage's tape, opened it, and dubbed over it. I came to the club drunk with a fake ID. Don't you wanna grow up to be just like me? I've been with 10 women who got HIV. Now don't you wanna grow up to be just like me? I've got genital warts and it burns when I pee. Don't you wanna grow up to be just like me? I tie a rope around my penis and jump from a tree. You probably wanna grow up to be just like me.
Sorry, chat. I had to go do some dad duties there real quick. Right, I'm back. Where the fuck was I at? Jesus Christ. Must have got some skills now. The end of the war was around early October. Invasion began 1 year and 5 months before the enemy was wiped out. If we assume the enemy being wiped out means the end of the war, then the invasion began 1 year and 5 months before the war's end. The island may have appeared 22 years ago, but that doesn't mean the invasion began immediately. It literally says then the invasion began. The war began 19 years ago, according to the wiki. Okay, I'm not trusting the wiki. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not trusting the wiki. Because the panels literally say that's wrong. Probably not important. Reread the page after that. Okay. 22 years ago, a small island, Shokaku, appears in the southeast seas. Along with it, Datensekai, the raw material of the enchanted blades. That material originated there. The inhabitants of Shikoku were naturally immune to the Datensekai. They could handle the unprocessed stone without their bodies exploding. Then the invasion began. It says 1 year and 5 months after the invasion began, it ended. I'm not disputing that. Why are you shouting at me? I'm not disputing that. I'm disputing the fact that it says 19 years ago. 22 minus isn't 18. I'm not saying it's 18 years ago. Bro, I'm reading chat. I feel like Sunday's chapter is going to be generational. It is. Also, you haven't missed much. We're trying to figure out the timeline. It doesn't make sense for the invasion to have begun 22 years ago if the war ended 18 years ago. And it lasted 18 and 5. Brother, Olivers, where did you get that the war ended 18 years ago? Because the math doesn't make sense.
Morpheus super chatted £3.87. Last stream someone was saying that Samura left Yori the same day that Roku Hero was killed, but I don't think the timeline's up based on Yori's age.
I also theorized that same thing, Morpheus, in my video. This new chapter is going to drop an even bigger reveal at the future shot we just shot. Yeah, I think so too. They keep saying it ended years ago, 18 years ago. Yeah, Aiden, chat, where are we getting that it's ended 18 years ago? This doesn't make sense. The math is not mathing. The war, the island appears 22 years ago, and then it says, and then the invasion begins. Okay? I think it's pretty safe to assume that 22 years ago, island appears, invasion begins, literally within that same time space right there. 22 years ago, it appears, then the war starts. Chapter 9. '18th anniversary of Armistice. Is that what you're talking about? Is this what you're talking about? This 18th anniversary of Armistice. Apparently Hugzone is taking a break for research. Last time he did that, Shonen Jump cover. So either he's making some banging art or he's finalising parts of the story. I'd probably say he's more finalising than parts of the story. Considering how in-depth he's gone with the swords and stuff like that right now, it's probably the latter, I would assume. Right. Go to chapter 58. Aiden, stop shouting at me. This boy is shouting at me. Turn your caps lock off, son. That's one of the things. Okay, but that doesn't say the war ended. That doesn't say the war ended, okay? That's just the 18th anniversary of Kunishigi, of him being celebrated, okay? These are different things. Right, now what chapter do you want me to go to? 58. Perfectly saying, since you got here, we have another proper chance to talk. Say we keep this up and recover all the enchanted blades. Does that solve anything? I haven't held the enchanted blade, Toby Mooney, in 18 years. Okay. 18 years ago could have been when he returned it to...
scene ain't cheap. Villain been deep since a teenage creep. Peep. He always was a gentleman and kept a pen and a pencil in his mental den. Right there next to where the Rolodex was before it turned up all burnt by his solar plexus.
18th anniversary of Armistice. Father of the Enchanted Blades.
Ain't it funky like dingy socks? Feel the full effect off cassette in your Benzie box.
Wait, see, that doesn't fucking make sense then? That still doesn't fucking make sense. It was returned at the end of the war. There's information missing here. There has to be. That still doesn't make sense. Yeah, because Yoji literally says that. I get that. I get that, Oliver. Perhaps Okazono intends for the math to be wrong, like 1894 Orwellian double or so, I think. To be fair, in that chapter of 66, he does say this. Chihiro does say this. You probably heard of him. He was in your textbook at school. And then he asks Iori how much she knows about the Seitei War.
Hey, Nate. How's life? I don't know. It's alright. I've been dealing with some things like every human being and really didn't sleep much last night. I'm sorry. That's fine. I just think I need a little me time. I just think I need a little free time. A little break from the shows and the bus rides. Yeah. Last year I had a breakdown. Thoughts telling me I'm lost.
It all makes sense if you let go and then the invasion began. Yeah, but you can't just let go of information because of that. You can't just forego information when you're trying to collect the timeline. Did we get the year that the Kyoanagi were wiped out? I know that takes place after the war. We didn't get that. We should get that though.
You should play it. I get scared when I walk on these stages. I look at the crowd and see so many faces. Yeah, that's when I start to get anxious. That's when my thoughts can be dangerous.
I mean that then doesn't mean just after. Things could have happened in the meantime. I'm not happy with that. I don't know, to me, with that line, the rest of the info we got makes it clear that they didn't start fighting immediately. I feel like, listen, if a country is invaded, right, fighting typically starts, right, you can literally just look at real life. If a country is invaded, there is typically fighting that starts, like, you know what I mean? Playlist is banging. This playlist is linked in the description, by the way. There may have been political talks. So you're saying the invasion didn't start as soon as the island showed up? Wait, go to the chapter Kiora was talking about Kunoshige. What chapter was that? You think 30-ish? Kiora talks about the war in 31. 18 years ago, Japan fell into crisis. We were attacked by an enemy, and the Seitei War began. Okay. Chat, be real with me. Am I being fucking brain dead here? But you've all been trying to convince me that the war ended 18 years ago. And this motherfucker just said 18 years ago, Japan fell into a crisis. Am I being fucking brain dead? Because 22 years ago, the island appears. Soon after that, let's just say soon after. Let's not just say right away, soon after. The invasion/war begins. 1 year, 5 months later, the blades are forged and the war's won. But this motherfucker's saying 18 years ago, we're attacked and the war begins. My brain feels funny? Yeah, bro, same. My brain feels a little bit fucky right now. Because I've had Aiden and Oliver in the chat right now telling me that the war ended 18 years ago. But Kyora's saying that it started 18 years ago. I think regardless of what your take is here, I think we can all agree there is some fucking information missing here. The timeline and the math ain't mathin', okay? Plot hole, potentially. I think it's deliberately meant to be confusing. Okay, so my only theory here is I do agree with that. I do think it is deliberately meant to be confusing because there is a point here where Chihiro talks about that's what you saw in your textbook at school and then says, do you know about the Seitei War? You know what I mean? Like, how much do you know about this? Kaminabi propaganda. Mine's not lagged. I think the Kyoto thing is just funky wording. I don't know if you can funky word that. That's why Taku was taking a break for research. Maybe Hokuzono realized what we're realizing now is like, shit, I need to clarify some shit. The only way I can make sense of that is that he is saying 18 years ago and talking about the war to return to 18 years ago. I give up. We've got chat. I've been trying to do this timeline, right, for an hour now, by the way, and we've been hung up for at least 30 minutes of the stream as to when this fucking war started, bro. High possibility it's translation errors too, not gonna lie. Kurogumo is still called Cloud Gouger, even though it's completely wrong. You also can't throw out small translation errors, as they are small ones that have been fixed recently in volume releases. 18 years ago, Japan fell into crisis. We were attacked by an enemy. The Seitei War began. The hero, Kunishige Rokihira, changed everything. Despite gathering sorcerers from all over Japan, we were at a disadvantage until the hero, Kunishige, changed everything. The 5 enchanted blades he forged turned the tables of war, and the 6th one led our country to victory. Some of you may have witnessed its overwhelming strength on the battlefield. The enchanted blade known as the Shinoichi, tonight, after 18 years, this masterpiece will be unleashed again. Nuh-uh, Cloud Gouger ruins immersion. Cloud Gouger sounds gas, I'm just gonna be real with you, to be honest with you. It's normally the case where like the Japanese name for stuff in anime and manga always sounds way cooler, but like honestly, Cloud Gouger that sounds fucking cool as fuck, mate. sounds like a legendary weapon you'd find in Elden Ring or some shit. The thing is, though, right, is when it comes to Kiora, I feel like, I don't know, it's my personal opinion that Kiora would be someone that I think would have the dates and times correct for this. 1, he's old. 2, he has major connections to the underground. And 3, he loves to be informed on shit. Kiora was just a little nervous on stage. He was one of my people. Wait, why am I one of your people? Have I just been adopted? I think I just got adopted, chat. Does that mean you have to pay me now, AR? You should pay me child support if you adopted me. I'm just letting you know that. Yeah, but why not have them all in English or all in Japan? Because variety is the spice of life, Zeph. That's why. This could be a rookie mistake. He's like 24. It could be. Okay, let's carry on. Let's carry on. We'll get back to this in a little bit. Okay. Let's put a pin on this, right? So we'll say 18 years ago, Mr. fucking Edgelord himself is born. Okay. So 18 years ago, Chihiro was born. I need the do I not have chapter 1 up? No. Okay, cool. Okay, cool now. Bum, bum, bum. We about it with being 100% correct. Hey, listen, I'm just saying, if I'm 100% correct that you just adopted me, I know you owe me child support, okay? You got nearly 30 years of child support to start paying up on, son, so I suggest you get your hands in your pocket, son, and start churning out some dollar bills. Alright. I think I just got adopted, chat. It's so weird hearing the song like this. Why, what's wrong with the song? I mean, when the anime comes out and I watch it in sub, so it'll be Kurogomo. And everything will be perfect and proper for me. We'll use this one. Okay. Is it blue for after war? Yeah, blue for post-war. Post-war depression. So it's 18 years ago. Chihiro Rogihira is born. Nintendo Sega Genesis. Right. 3 years later. No. 18 years ago. Chihiro was born. 15 years later. Kunishigi is killed. Right? Where's chapter 2? There. So it's 3 years, no, 15 years later. "52 says both Chihiro and Hirohiko are 18. Hirohiko's age, 17, was revealed in the extra volume content. Iori's can be added from 71. Yeah, because Iori and Chihiro are the same age, right? Would it be worth putting... It's definitely... It's got to be... I should put Iori's birth in this, right? I feel like that's worth it, isn't it? So 18 years ago, Chihiro is born. 15 years later. Kunishigi is killed. And blades are taken. I'm gonna put this over here so we can have the screenshot of the blades being stolen. Yeah. What do you think about Hokuzono making the change in Volume 6? Wait, what changes did he make? I'm not aware. I'm not a knower. The war could have started and ended 18 years ago. Iori and Chihiro are the same age, right? What did that say? Was that 69 like it says? Ah, 69. Nice. No. Not here? Come on, baby. See, if we think the timeline... Hey, chat, listen. If we think the timeline for Iori, for the war is confusing, just wait till we get to the Iori stuff. She's 17. What's the chapter we're hearing? It's one after this, isn't it? It's 67, right? The change was that in the weekly releases, there were 4 Yai Masters, Ura, Samura, and 2 Unknowns. For the volume release, only Ura, Samura, and the Master for 70. I think that's probably to hide the fact that... I don't fucking know, actually. I don't know. I was just about to start chatting shit either. Yes, this is the fight with Hirohiku. He has a guard you here all night. Tell me battle techniques. I practice sword techniques too. Seem totally used to this stuff. We're the same age, right? Okay, so she has to be 18. Bro, I just read the chapter and I think it's saying they invaded 1 year and 5 months later, not that the blades were forged later. Never mind the bugging. Yeah, I think you might be bugging, to be honest with you. Wait, who's saying Iori is 17? Because they're the same age. She just said that they're the same age. Shihiro's 18. Pardon me. She's 8 during the flashback, and it happened 9 years ago. Yeah, that's Tanuki. That's exactly what I'm talking about, by the way, about a confusing timeline for Iori, by the way. Look at the first panel of 71 for Iori's age. Do I have that open? First panel 71. I sent you a DM on Twitter about the volume change. I bet. Give me 1 second, I'll double check. Age 8, 9 years ago. Okay, that's fair. again. Boys, can we stop arguing about subvert stuff in the chat? Could this be... So she's age 8 in 71, right? And that's 9 years ago. Could this be a month difference? Because obviously that makes it 17 technically if it's 9 years ago. But could it be... She's in the second year of high school, and different translations say around same age. Being 8, 9 years ago doesn't mean much. She could have had her birthday in like a week, then a year passes in the chapter, then it goes. I mean, yeah, that is true. A year does pass in 71. By the end of this chapter, a year does pass. And we know a year passes because of this. We see a year passing over this. So that's right. She'd be 18. Wasn't it 3 years after Chihiro was killed that the series starts? Where Chihiro was 18? Wasn't it 3 years after Chihiro was killed that the series starts? Where Chihiro was 18? Yes. That's not how it works. I'm confused. What's not how it works? Or maybe she was 8 and some months, and the flashback was 9 years ago, and some more months. Yeah, there's got to be like months discrepancies. I mean, again, you can't chalk it up. You can't chalk it up to, oh, translation difference. But realistically, I kind of just want to... I'm not sure I want to go into that JJK shit of translation difference again. By the way, chat, sour skills fucking goated, by the way. Holy shit. Sour skills are hitting so good right now. Yeah, so I'm going 18 years ago. Iori was born. You chilling at a YouTube bug sometimes. There's just nuance with these things. Kagurabachi's translation is pretty consistent. Yeah, I don't think there's any, not that I've seen. I haven't seen any crazy, like, bad ones. Are we spoiler free? We are spoiler, where, if you're up to date, yes. But we are spoiler free, but we don't do leaks. Honestly, just ignore the months for age now. Just do simple math that is being given. Yeah, if we're just ignoring the months and the differential, she would be 18. Yeah. She would be 18. So let's go. Because isn't Hakuri the same age as well? Should we get hung up on this particular point? I mean, Ty, listen, we just spent like nearly 40 minutes, I think, debating when the war started. So if you know me and you know this chat, then you know we're probably going to get hung up on the particulars of these things. Because apparently, I'm autistic enough to want to create this fucking timeline. And everyone in chat is autistic enough to argue the fucking toss about when a war started in a fictional series. So, hey, we're probably going to get hung up on these details. I'm going to be keeping it a fucking stack with you here, King. Hakuryu's explicitly 17. Okay. Bet. Right. So let's go. 18 years ago, Chihiro's born. Right. Okay. Let's not get confused here. Let's focus on Chihiro's events. Right. Okay. 18 years ago, Chihiro's born. 15 years later, Kunishiki's killed and the blades are taken. Blades are taken by Ishaku. Right? There we go. Wait, do I have chapter 2 of them? Bro, I keep closing these fucking chapters now. I didn't mean to do that. Hey, I'm here for it. Apparently my whole chat's here for it, you know what I mean? Chat reflects streamer, is what they always say. Right, so 18 years ago, Chihiro's born. 15 years later, Kunishiki's killed. The blades are taken. That's not chapter 2. La la la. Is it? Oh wait, it's chapter 1 that says the 31 months later, right? Pardon me. Hakury is 17, I know for a fact, because people threw a hissy fit about it. Wait, why did people throw a hissy fit about that? Maybe we just read the entire story again. You know what? That's kind of fucking based. Low-key. Okay, so... Do, 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 do. 38 months later. This pisses me off, by the way. I'm just gonna keep it a stack here. This pisses me off, right? Even as a dad, you know the way parents always just refer to like their kids at a certain month? You know what I mean? Like my daughter's nearly 5 months old. That makes sense. But when she turns 1, I'm not gonna say she's 12 months old. I'm just gonna say she's 1, right? When she's like 1 and 3 months, I'm not gonna say, oh, she's like 14, 15, 16 months old. I'm just gonna say she's 1 and a bit. You know what I mean? It just makes sense. Is he fit because of the Hakuhiro ship? Oh, I don't get involved in all that ship and shit, brother. I'm 30 years of age, you know what I mean? I'm autistic, but not that level of autistic. I don't really care about shipping fucking fictional characters like that, you know? That's not for me. The bigger things to do. Like, do this incredibly detailed and accurate, totally, timeline. Right, so... 15 years later. Three years after Kunishiki's death. Chihiro becomes vengeance. Could have just said 2 years. That's what I'm saying. Are we just reading the whole story now? We may as well, brother. Sarada awakens Kamui in the latest shelter. Did bro just spoil Boruto for me, even though I'm not fucking reading? Did you just turn up in a random chat room that had nothing to do with Boruto and drop a random spoiler and not say anything? Chat, should I ban him? Should I ban this dude? What a random thing to do. 38 months is 3 years and 2 months. Should I put the 2 months? Do I need to do that? Because I'm not doing that. I'm just going to keep it a stack. We're rounding up or rounding down here. It's just 3 years. Okay, because this month thing is pissing me off. Okay? I'm getting stressed out over here. Mods, crush their balls. Ban him for 38 months? I bet. Banished to the Shadow Realm. GG's. Right, so 18 years ago, Chihiro is born. 15 years later, Kunishiki's killed. Blades taken by Shaku. 3 years later, Kunishiki's death becomes... After Kunishiki's death, Chihiro becomes vengeance. Right. So this is 38 months later. What have we got at the major events here? Righteous in a tight dress. I think I might just hit it with a little bitty piggy one. The 2 months might be crucial to determine the month of Kunishiki's death. It could be, but just for this right now, because the month thing is really doing my head in. I'm not doing all that shit. Right, so doesn't he learn about Cloud Gouger? Best skill, you know, right there. Oh, wait, I should put this in here, actually. Because this is 3 years earlier. I should put this in here. 15 years later. Chapter. Because right there, 3 years. Shortly after. Chihiro and Shiba begin searching for Ishaku. I feel like that's relevant to put that in there. How far in the timeline are we? We are wibbly wobbly timey-wimey right now. I'm gonna be real with you here, gang. We are all over the place right now. We are all over the place right now. We're trying to figure out this war timeline thing. I might be onto something. I'll let you know how it goes, but take it with a grain of salt. Okay, bet. Sojo got Cloud Gouger like a week before that. Keep tracks of the dates. They say dates every chapter or so. I will do, yeah. When they put dates in, I will. So 18 years ago, Chihiro was born. 15 years later, Kunishiki's killed. Right after that, they begin searching. Well, not right after, but shortly after that, they begin searching for the Hishaku. 3 years after Kunishiki's death, Chihiro becomes Vengeance Incarnate. Would it not? It would probably make sense for me to just whack this over here, right? Yeah, that probably makes more sense. Yeah, that probably makes sense. The dog just licked the baby's face and the baby stuck out her tongue, so it touched her tongue and her face was a picture. Yeah, I can imagine. Please wash the baby's mouth. That's so nasty. So nasty. We're gonna keep track of the 12 seconds. We are not keeping track of the fucking 12 seconds, brother. What thing are you using to make this timeline? I can see on my screen properly. It's called Miro. I'm gonna be once this is done, I will like pop this out into the chat. I've wiped them off. Good morning. Okay, thank you. Fucking dogs are nasty, bro. Must have God. Okay, so right after. So when does. So Chihiro finds out about Cloud Gouger, right? Shortly after this. Is it in this chapter? Cloud comes out of it. Yeah, so Chihiro learns about Cloud Gouger. I think Urashigi died in August, which is Shihiro's birth month. Me and Chihiro share a birth month, which is pretty pog, low-key. I gotta go play Marvel Rivals before the storm knocks out my internet. Okay, fair. Aiden, good luck in the games, king. The art does look so different. The art looks incredibly different. So, on the timeline, 38 months later, 3 years after Kunishiki's death, Chihiro becomes Vengeance. Let's just say shortly after. Right here. I'm just going to put this here. Okay. I'm going to stream for another half hour, by the way, chat. I'll try and get as far into this as possible. Chihiro learns of possible Cloud Gouger location. Let's close this one, because you don't need that. Over time, Chihiro got yaoified. What does that even mean? What does that mean? The Rakuzaichi is on November 8th, which Azumi says in chapter 7 is a month from now. So it would be October 8th. Yeah, okay, we'll put this here instead, actually. Chihiro learns of Chihiro learns of Cloud Gouger location. Early October, which makes sense with the 38 months. So do you think... So from here, should I put as an October as an overarching branch, do you reckon? You just wanted Naked Sojo. I see you. Caught. You caught me. Okay, so if this is... So in chapter 7, there's no time skips, right? Hold up, let me just fast forward a little bit. So it's here. Because doesn't he meet... Isn't it in the next chapter where they first meet? The auction goes down in 1 month. My OBS just DC'd apparently. Yeah, am I still here? Am I still live? Oh, Wilder. Wilder? How do you spell Wilder? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it's that way. I don't fucking know. Anyway. Chat, question, am I still live? I think. Not sure. You good? Okay, bet. Thank you. My fucking OBS just decided I'm gonna switch off now. GG's. What time is it? We got 42 minutes. We made... Oh yeah, this is some solid progress. Obviously, this is gonna get continued for a little minute. Baby just roll from a back to a belly. Yeah. Keep telling you, you need to stop telling me cute shit, man. Was it me? No, my OBS just decided I'm gonna disconnect for whatever reason. I don't know why the fuck they did that. GG's, I guess. Okay, so 3 years after Kunishiki's death, Chihiro becomes vengeance. Should I? So. Just give the stream a little refresh. I don't know why the fuck it just did that to me. It's really strange. Right, so in chapter 7, that is when Azumi... He was buffering a lot. Yeah, that's really annoying. Okay, so right here. Azumi. Fix now? Okay, bet. Thanks, baby. Azumi tells Chihiro of the Kagurabachi auction in 1 month. Yeah, what time? What time? What time? What date does the Rakuzachi auction start? I hear my daughter crying. Naughty babies go in air jail, man. We have to put them in air jail. I don't know if I'm still on the TV. If I'm on the TV, tell her she's going in air jail. November 8th. So, in 1 month, put in brackets, November 8th. So I'm going to put an overarching bracket on this. October-ish. You just rolled over fully. It's child, man. Chat, my child can stand up now, by the way, which is quite scary. It's quite terrifying to think about that because, like, she's like not even 5 months. Yeah, she's 5 months at the end of this month. Just fully stands up now. So, put this here. Chapter 19 starts on November 1st. Okay, bet. Chihiro. Sojo meet. First time. I'm gonna put a little emoji here because cool. You know what I mean? There you go. Just reread chapter 1. There's a lot of symbolism of Kunishigi plus fish. Last page. Gave his life to make N10. What if Kunishigi embedded his own soul or spirit energy to make N10? Takes a laughing person and sorcery in the battle to come alive. Sorcery is spirit energy. I mean, it's born from a spirit. Versa. I don't want to shit on your parade here because, you know, that's a good theory and all that. But you're a little bit late to the party on that one. Just a tad little bit late onto the party on that one, King. That's been floating around for a little minute now. Chapter 7 and 8 actually happen on the same date. Roughly. If season 1 is going to have 24 episodes, would you rather it end on chapter 59 or 60? 60 is the one where 60 is the chapter where it ends with Chihiro getting in the elevator, right? Or is that 61? Just came across that while trying to understand this goddamn Shokaku timeline. Yeah. It's a good theory, to be honest with you. I actually really like that theory. There's a night skip between 7 and 8 with Madoka. Yeah, yeah. There's also a night skip between 6 and 7 there. Okay, so... This is today, right? $60 is the elevator. I'd probably prefer it end on 60 then. Chihiro and Sojo meet for the first time. Chihiro and Sojo fight on the 18th anniversary. Also, baby, I don't know if you're still in chat, but is she okay? Is she just fuming because she's crawling or trying to roll? Okay, so I will put Chihiro and Sojo meet for the first time, and then Chihiro and Sojo fight. What panel should they use for the fight? Use this one. This one's a good one. Alright, let's put you over here. Chihiro. Sojo. Fight for the first time. Go incidentally on the 18th anniversary this. Unrelated, but I like that you can see Chihiro use Aka when Sojo uses Mei in the page before that. I never noticed that actually. Oh yeah, I never noticed that. That's a good fucking detail. You're right, yeah. That's pretty cool. Chapter 9 is 1 week after the anniversary. Oh, you're fucking right, yeah. Constantly. Chihiro and Sojo fight for the first time, coincidentally, a week after the 18th anniversary of Armistice.
That song on how it's so long. Thought he worked his until I handled my biz. There I is, major pain like Damon Wayne. Low down dirty even like his brother Keenan scheming. Don't leave your girl around me, true player for real. Axe Puff that way. You ringing bells with bags from Chanel. Baby Ben's traded in your Hyundai XL. Equipped CD changer with the cell. She beat me, meet me at 12. Where you at? Flipping job, playing card.
Okay, so keep going. This is actually quite nice to reread this, to be honest with you. I feel like it's been so long since I reread fully. How's it going with the timeline? Got off my lunch break. We lost pretty much 40 minutes of our lives debating when the war started and when the war ended. So yeah, there was that. So we'll also add Shaw is kidnapped. Yeah, I'll put this here. Char is Char is kidnapped. There was a 5-day time skip where Chihiro was unconscious in the hospital when he meets the anti-Cloud Gouger squad. What, after chapter 10? In public hospital, you get better treatment. But we don't want your lineage showing up in the records. For members of the common army who don't think highly of Rokihira. Always good to do a complete reread. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, so here. Chihiro loses fight. And Char is kidnapped. Chihiro is out for 5 days. What's the time between 59 and 60? I actually don't know. Is the goal to understand the timeline, or is it for a vid? It's more just to understand the timeline, to be fair. But it will help. It will probably come in handy for vids, for videos. To be honest with you. Beating motherfuckers like I beat Tina. What I'm gonna do is make this a lot bigger though. Oh, it doesn't go any bigger. Jeez. There is no time between 59 and 60. There is a couple of days between 60 and 61. Yeah, I knew that one. So 5 days pass. 5 days pass. Chihiro was out for 5 days. Dojo begins experimenting on Shaw with the dot Sakai. We can experiment on Shaw with the Dark and Sakai. Don't get me wrong, it's not a new method in hell. Hell. We don't know how much time Chihiro was in the hospital planning with the squad, actually. Might just have to assume he was there for a few days. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's, like, super relevant, though, to be fair. Jesus. So this is obviously a flashback here, and I'm gonna assume that this happens right after the end, but it's treated as a flashback, which this chapter takes up. See, this says 49 hours after Chihiro woke up. And obviously the anti-cloud Gadget squad came to visit Chihiro obviously right after he woke up in chapter 11. Crazy how all that shit with Samura happened barely a day after the Rakuzaichi. No wonder Hakuri is hospitalized. Yeah. What are we on? Chapter 12. So in chapter 11. So he wakes up. Right here, he's been asleep for 5 days. He wakes up. Shiba and Azumi come in. They let him know about Sojo. Then, not long after that, the Cloud Gadget squad comes in. They agree to let him into the plan. And then we start the flashback here, where it says, so we have a plan. And then we get 49 hours after Chihiro woke up. Is that worth noting, do we think? Because it's daytime. This is the same day. I just realized this is the same day. So look, so we have obviously this is the back end of chapter 11 here, where the Cloud Gadget squad's informing Chihiro about the plan. Then it goes 49 hours after he's woken up here, and I'm going to assume that this is around the morning time here, because throughout the you see like daytime here, and then we get more of cloud shots where it's like the sun's slowly setting. And then when Sojo comes out of the bathhouse here, even more clouds where the sun's setting again. And then like, right at the end of the chapter, more darkness in the clouds, more closer to sunset. And then right here, sun's like almost going down. So this is all the same day that happens here. Oh shit, 7 o'clock. Shit, 7:30. Right, okay, chat. I need to save this. Which you'll save us anyway, I think. I'm sure it saves anyway. But we will come back to this. Okay, chat. Holy shit, anti-cloud Gadget squad with Sojo versus Sunset. Lightning would be so peak. In animation, that would go crazy, I can't lie. That would actually go so insane. OBS just disconnected. My OBS just DC'd, but it's all good. Anyway, chat, that's me done for the day. I'm gonna go chill with the wife and the baba. Would you ever do a power ranking? Potentially, but we don't really know that much, I think, about the abilities yet within the series. Because what we do know is that we don't know that much about the enchanted blades, so there's that. Are we done for today? We are done for today. Yes, we are done. We are done. I can't stream that long, unfortunately. I gotta go and be a dad, sadly. I gotta go and be a dad, so GG's, boys. GG's. But chat, you've all been absolutely beautiful. The stream will stay up. However, YouTube will probably claim it, but it's okay. Because we've gone back to the old school times here where we're playing proper music. So it's time to play the outro song. Holy moly, we're taking it back to the nostalgia days here, boys and girls. Chat, it's time. I'm out skis. We will be live for Show on Sunday. I will catch you guys all on Show on Sunday for the new Kagurabachi chapter. If you've been in the entire stream, give yourself a pat on the back for putting up with my bullshit. Putting up with chat's bullshit with that whole wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey shit. But yeah, I'm going to catch you all on Sunday. I will see you all on Sunday. Don't forget also, we do streams on Tuesdays now for Chainsaw Man and Gachi Akuta. There's those. So, I will catch you guys all in the next one, chat. Much fucking love. Big fucking kisses. And I will catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.
I can't do this anymore, 'cause I just wanna help out, not something to throw